But I don't want you in the frame.
Even if my face isn't showing?
But you keep moving around.
Watching my movement speed delayed is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Are we on?
We are.
Hello. We are sewing for Renaissance Fair currently. Where's the chat?
Over there.
Okay. It's in read only mode. This is the curdle, right? I'm getting out of my little trap.
So what I'm working on is a Curdle for my daughter, who is going to a Renaissance fair this weekend, and she does not have a costume at all. My other daughter has one, but I will be working on that one hopefully later tonight. Working on another one for her, that is.
Mom's on a meeting and Ross isn't at his desk.
Okay. So we'll see how this goes. But the upper portion of the bodice needs to be attached to the rest of the girdle skirt. So that's what I'm working on right now. My wife does all the machine sewing, and I end up doing all the hand sewing.
You're talking way too quiet. Nobody can hear you.
How do you know?
The audio on all of your streams suck.
Well,
You could pull out your microphone.
I have the mic right there that should pick me up. And one of my headset is really awkward and has a lot of noise to it that I don't want.
Ah. This is my girdle for Renaissance Fair in October.
This weekend.
Oh, this weekend.
Yeah, that's why we're working so hard on it.
Wow. Okay.
We've had a little bit of trouble with the patterns. We just recently got a used DesignJet 5500 that we were going to print the digital patterns on, and what we discovered is it has some problems, which is not particularly surprising given the price. It was only like $250, but
Only.
There's like thousands of dollars new, huh?
Oh.
But it has some parts that need to be replaced. I got it working, and then I had some trouble with the print heads on it. And got those mostly sorted out, but the plastic on the carriage that holds the print heads has degraded over time and is very brittle, and some of it has broken. In particular, the part that holds the what's called the trailing cable guide. And last night, when I was preparing to print a pattern, it started printing, and then the cable guide, which is it's this gigantic, not gigantic, but this big metal spring steel kind of. If any of you remember slap bracelets, it's kind of like that, but like 7 feet long. And it goes underneath the trailing cable, which is basically the control for the carriage. And it keeps it, well, it's supposed to keep that in position so it's out of the way of the printhead path. And it came loose, and the cable got in the way of the printhead path, and the printer got very angry at me, and without taking apart the printer again, which is quite a task, I can't really fix it, and I don't have time to do that. So I've been tracing patterns on the ground instead of just printing a nice pattern out and having it all done. And my back is killing me, my knees, and all of that. I'm too old for crawling around on the floor to do patterning. But that's what it is. It is what it is. And I'm also getting a little old for threading needles.
That's on you.
Not to worry, hun. You'll get old too, and it'll be hard for you to thread needles.
Yes, it will.
It's especially bad because the light in here is kind of yellow, and I am working with yellow thread.
Oh. That's unfortunate for you.
Hey, hun.
Yeah.
On my shelf is white thing of wax. Would you bring it to me, please? As it happens, I don't really have sewing wax. I have skateboarding wax.
Because as we all know, that is the most effective.
Yeah, works fine. I don't get too ahead of myself. Now, I'm, of course, no master sewer, but it'll do well enough. There's no doubt a better stitch that could be used than a basic whip stitch. And, my stitches aren't even or consistent, but it'll work. You're not going to see them, they're on the inside. But my wife in a little bit is going to have a break where she can do some fitting, and kind of has to be all assembled for fitting to happen.
Did you already tell them what kind of dress it is?
I did not. This is a kirtle pattern by Margot's Patterns. It is from the Tudor Ladies costumes set of patterns, and we have some of her older ones that were legitimately printed on pattern paper and came with books and instructions that were all printed out. She switched mostly to digital now, I think, which has the benefit of bringing the cost down for her and for her customers. But if you don't have a plotter, you have to either print it out on multiple pages and then tape them together, which is miserable in my opinion.
Yes, it
Or
is.
have them printed somewhere, depending upon how much it costs, could become a costly endeavor to print your patterns. Now, probably less than the cost of a plotter, but
In the long run.
if we can get this plotter of ours, a Design Jet 5500, if we can get it working for not too much more than we paid, which again was $250 from a fellow who he was an electrical engineer. He used it to print out portions of circuit diagrams. Uh-oh. I caught a little bit more than I wanted. One of those stitches. I might go back to it, but I might just ignore it. Interestingly, this is going much more quickly than last night, which is good. If it were taking as long as it did last night, I wouldn't be done in time for my wife to do fitting. I suppose maybe sewing while watching TV at 10 or 11 at night is maybe not the most effective way to get things done, especially after hours and hours of ironing and tracing patterns and cutting fabric and ironing some more. Probably just tired and then distracted by TV show. What were we watching? Oh, School Spirits, which I don't recall if we I don't recall when we watched the first season. I'm not sure if we liked it. It's a little disconnected at times, in my opinion. Might be easier to follow if you weren't trying to avoid giving yourself stitches at home. Well, I didn't realize I had moved my camera. I must have bumped my mouse and forgotten to lock the camera frame. Let's see if we can get it framed just a little bit better. There we go.
Hey, Morgan.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping I would get all the way to the end, and I am going to have to thread another needle to finish that end. But of course, no one really cares. Just gotta get it done. Fortunately, I'm not having to do any more of the lacing rings like I did last night. Those were, at least they weren't too many stitches each, but they're 24 of them I think I put in, and it's kind of a heavyweight fabric, and when you're going through multiple layers, and I was using a DMC number 10 or 15 thread, so it's quite heavy in comparison to this very fine thread, and the needle is consequently not overly sharp, so I had several times where it was a little difficult to get through all the layers, and had to go through my assorted thimbles and find one that I thought might work, and this little ring one worked okay. I haven't really used this style before, and I'm kind of liking it. Doesn't impede any of my dexterity, so it's not so bad. My wife asked me to get these corners really well, so we're going to do the best we can. Try to catch some of this selvage edge that's peeking through, and stitch it down. If anyone were here, I would ask if they had recommendations for a better stitch, but I appear to be all by my lonesome, and that's okay. It's a sort of Zen process, I suppose. Just massage. And that's should do that corner too. Working, working on this very fine thread. It is significantly more apparent how much my prescription has changed. Where's the other side? Sure, doesn't show. Doesn't show. Good. Got all the pins. Got all the pins. Good. asking my daughter if she can put on the dress that I happen to be working on, which means
While I go potty and throw some food in, then I can fit you, and then Daddy will be able to cut stuff.
my wife
So
is
do I just put on
early.
like my
She had said that she would have another half hour until she had time. Which is unfortunate for me because that means I'm not done with this. That's also unfortunate for me because once she's done fitting, I will need to cut the forepart, which means more ironing and more crawling around on the floor. Neither of which are things I especially want to do. But again, it has to be done. So,
Morgan.
yep,
Morgan,
yep,
sweetheart.
yes.
I'm sorry I couldn't hear you, and I can't see you. So
Third time's a charm.
maybe he's going to come. Maybe he's going to come down in her dress. Can you put her kirtle on her so I can quickly fix stuff?
Yep. When she comes down, I'm in the process of sewing the bodice onto the skirt.
Sweetie.
Yeah. Yes, I'm in the process of sewing the bodice onto the skirt. I'll have to stop because
I'm sorry, it's really hard to hear you over the TV and in the corner. I'm gonna eat my food. Tell me when there's there.
yes, hon. You ready?
Dad,
Yeah.
you need to lace me into my kirtle.
I know. I'm finishing up this section here, and then I will come help you. And because I'm going to be doing things where I have to crawl around.
Dad, are you done enough that Mom can fit me?
Yes, I'm done.